Hello, I'm Tim. I'm with the Minstead Trust. This is about our giant tables, and here we have one on the screen in front of us at Fursey Gardens. During the 1970s, this country was hit by Dutch elm disease, and we lost 25 million trees, and hardly an elm is left of some of the greatest trees of England. But there was a man, Maxie Lane, who grew up with a very deprived background. He was abandoned by his father from his gypsy caravan at the age of 8. He had a rough upbringing, went to Borstal, uh, but got into a certain amount of trouble. A wonderful wild man, untamable Maxie Lane. And then he's a great woodman, and he devoted the last years of his life, his working life, to saving the great elms in another form. This one came from an elm tree that was well over 6 foot across and over 100 feet high. It weighs 2.5 tons, and there are no joins in it at all. If I lift this up, you'll get a better view underneath. It's all carved out of the solid, and that's done by Maxie and his sons, Max and Lee. Max has his ashes and those of his wife, Slim, buried under this table. It's a fitting tribute to his wonderful skill, not only in carving out these marvellous trees, but a wonderful writer. He wrote 2 books, Running and Sea Running, and could paint and draw beautifully as well. He was a very, very gifted man, an untamable man as well. And so he wanted to produce this work called The Last Supper. And this was the table he produced for it. And the 2 big chairs in the entrance to Minstead Lodge were carved to go at either end of it. Maybe they'll come back up here one day, but they're lovely the way they're placed. People love to climb inside them. And so it's a fitting tribute to Maxie, and we have others works of his around the trust premises, both here at Fursey Gardens and at Minstead Lodge. The Last Supper, Maxie's last tribute to this great part of creation, the great elms of England. Farewell.